Hi, it's Milka, and welcome back to Connecting Souls, where we talk about everything to do with spirituality, psychology, and science. So, today we are going to talk about the 11 dimensions. To understand dimensions, we have to answer a few questions first. 1. What is a dimension? A dimension is a measurement, such as length, width, or height. If you talk about dimensions of an object or place, you are referring to its size and proportions. In physics, string theory is the idea that reality is made up of infinite, small, vibrating strings, smaller than atoms, electrons, and quarks. According to this theory, as the strings vibrate, twist, and fold, they produce effects in many tiny dimensions that humans interpret as everything from particle physics to large-scale phenomena like gravity. In string theory, the multiverse is made of different dimensions, but the highest is the 11th dimension. Beyond 11 dimensions, the universe would become unstable, and dimensions higher than 11 would collapse to an 11-dimensional universe. String theory, which is an attempt to explain all the forces and particles of our universe, tells us that the true building blocks of our world are not atoms or quarks, but instead vibrating strings that unify physics. Two most successful theories, quantum mechanics and relativity. That is, we are made of atoms. Within the atoms are protons and neutrons. Within these, there are quarks. And finally, if string theory is correct, within quarks, there are vibrating filaments of energy that we call strings. Depending on how the string vibrates, it will then produce a specific type of particle. Let's now take a journey through the dimensions. First dimension is simply a line that connects points. It has no width or depth. The second dimension are flat figures with height and width, for example, a triangle. The third dimension, these are the spatial dimensions in which we exist. Our world is a third dimension. What we think of as our reality consists of 3 dimensions of space and 1 of time. In 3D, we have height, width, and depth. It becomes possible to take cross sections of an object. In the 4th dimension, this is the dimension of time. This temporal dimension, along with our 3 spatial dimensions, encompass the whole of our reality. The 4th dimension allows for change to occur in the 3 former spatial dimensions. We now have space-time. Dimensions beyond this point are imperceptible. They exist curled down in such a small subatomic state that our best efforts cannot yet detect them. The first 4 dimensions remain perceptible to us. The 5th dimension is a world similar to ours. It has the same beginning as our planet, but there are noticeable differences between this world and the other. Our different selves make different decisions that result in branching futures. It is a plane of probability. The 6th dimension becomes a plane of new worlds, allowing us to see all possible futures, presents, and pasts stemming from an event like the Big Bang. The 7th dimension. Beyond this point, new universes may contain new forces of nature and different laws of physics. Their speed of light differs from ours. Universes here are not created by the Big Bang. The 8th dimension. All the pasts and the futures of each universe are shown. This universe may stretch infinitely. The 9th, the 10th, and the 11th dimensions, all laws of physics exist there, even laws that do not apply to our world and which would be foreign to us. It is at this point that everything comes together. Everything and anything that is possible resides in the 11th dimension, in the 11 dimensions. Every physical law, every world, every beginning and end, an infinity of universes in the multiverse. So that's the 11 dimensions explained through physics. Next, we will learn about the 11 dimensions of the brain and see how they're all connected.